This is difficult for me. Meghan and Harry, I find this, I feel like there's going to be a little bit of sick in my mouth as I try and describe this.
Okay, so hold on tight because what I'm about to tell you is blowing up everywhere and it's messy. Prince Harry is now threatening to sue Lady Colin Campbell and Tom Bower. Yes, sue. Why? Because they just went live and dropped the biggest royal bombshell we've heard in ages. Are you ready for this? They outright said, on air, that Meghan Markle is not the biological mother of Archie and Lilibet. Like what? This accusation? It's ripping apart the perfect little fairy tale the Sussexes have been selling us for years. All those Netflix documentaries, the Oprah sob stories, the tearful, we've been wronged by the monarchy interviews. It's all starting to unravel. And get this, the drama is so wild. Not even the most staged pap shots or Netflix edits can save them now. Lady C said it straight-faced, totally calm, but her words sent shockwaves. Archie and Lilibet are Harry's, she said, but they were not born of Meghan Markle. Boom! Complete silence followed. Everyone watching just froze.
And they had their little children, and the feral children, and they left them with the chickens. And all she does now with her jams that are crap is post pictures of her children.
Then, all hell broke loose. Within hours, the headlines were everywhere. But instead of coming out and calmly addressing it, what does Harry do? Panic mode. Total meltdown. He starts threatening lawsuits left and right, calling it a disgusting invasion of privacy. Really, Harry? Like, if it was that ridiculous, why not just laugh it off? Why react like a cornered animal? Because deep down, he knows the public isn't buying the fairy tale anymore. Those rumors, they've been quietly floating around for years, and now they're front and center.
We're playing it. She's waiting for she's twerking with the baby to try and make the baby come. This is to induce Lilibet's birth. She's done.
This confrontation, it ripped the curtain down. People have been whispering about Meghan's pregnancies from the very beginning. Remember the baby bump that moved? Like literally shifted shape as she bent or walked? The internet had a field day with that. People were sharing clips of that bump deflating, changing shape, looking totally different depending on the lighting and angle. It was bizarre. Was it a pillow? A prosthetic? Why didn't it look real? And did the palace clarify anything? Of course not. They stayed totally silent. And unlike past royal births where we get hospital photos, doctors, press statements, Meghan and Harry gave us nothing.
Dancing to about getting that child support.
Sorry, you got it. I'm sorry. The greatest moment in British. Just do that. Just do that again. Jodie is on the floor, which hasn't been the first time. Just do again what you just said. This is what she's done.
No hospital name, no official statement, no doctor, no public record. Everything was hush-hush, controlled, staged, which is so ironic considering Meghan and Harry claim to be all about transparency and truth. But their whole handling of Archie and Lilibet's births, it felt less like a royal event and more like a Hollywood script. And let's not forget, Meghan is a former actress. Controlling the narrative is literally her profession.
And I can do what I wanna.
My God. Is it me? Is it me, or is there nothing this woman... Is she ever going to get to the point where she literally looks in the mirror and goes, nobody's interested in my jam or my life, nobody likes me, shut the hell up?
I mean, this is
And that obsession with image? It's now part of every corner of their lives. Every smile, every speech, every camera shot. It's all curated. Every piece of their public life is meticulously staged to sell us a perfect image of their modern royal family. But here's the problem. When you go that far to hide basic facts, like where your child was born or who delivered them, it raises eyebrows. When no doctor steps forward, no nurse speaks, no photos appear, it gets weird. And then, instead of answering simple questions, you send legal threats?
into here.
Yeah.
But instead, we've heard everything. Every grievance, every private conversation, every subtle slight turned into a headline, from Oprah to Spotify to Netflix, to staged whispers in People magazine. It's been non-stop.
That just screams guilt. When Lady C and Tom Bower made that statement, Harry didn't just get upset, he exploded, like full-on meltdown. Sources say he called up his lawyers immediately, before the broadcast had even finished. He warned networks they'd be held accountable for letting these two conspiracy theorists speak. But wait, Lady C and Tom Bower? They're not your random YouTube gossipers. These two are seasoned, respected, and extremely careful with their words. They've been sued before. They know the line between speculation and defamation, and they don't cross it unless they have something to back it up.
Them and to make them feel like allegedly Diana felt in the end. All of this, that was what the escape was about. And I've said it So many times it bores me. I got it at that point. You know, when they got on that plane, I got it. But the minute you sign a $100 million deal with Spotify and now you're posting yourself twerking, oh, this is getting worse, this video.
In fact, they usually do have receipts. So why would Harry react like a guilty man caught in the act? Because suing people is his go-to move. He's done it to tabloids, biographers, even Twitter trolls. But this is way bigger. This isn't just some unflattering headline. This is about the core of the brand he and Meghan have built. Think about it. What is their entire post-royal empire based on? Being a modern family, a royal couple raising two beautiful biracial children, overcoming institutional cruelty. If that story falls apart,
unless you're a masochist. I mean, you're right. What made Princess Diana so unforgettable wasn't just her vulnerability, it was the restraint.
Yeah.
I mean, she chose moments. Meghan shares like she's live tweeting a breakup in real time. There's no pacing, no sense of occasion. And when you constantly...
the empire collapses. If it turns out Meghan wasn't the biological mother and a surrogate was used in secret, that isn't just misleading, it's manipulative. It would mean their whole brand was based on a lie. One designed to milk millions out of Netflix, Spotify, publishers, you name it. The world doesn't want more glossy Instagram posts. We want the truth. And since Harry and Meghan won't give it to us, others are stepping in. Lady C. Tom Bower, people who actually do the digging. And now, Harry's tantrum has only made things worse. Instead of shutting the story down, he's amplified it. Why so defensive, Harry? What are you hiding? And if this goes to court, oh, you better believe we're going to find out. So let's get into it. Because if this does go to court, Prince Harry and Meghan won't be able to hide behind curated interviews and vague statements anymore. They'll have to show real evidence. That means medical records, legal documents, witness testimonies, the whole 9 yards. And let's be clear, Lady C doesn't play games. She's been deep in royal reporting for decades. She knows the risks of saying something like this publicly. So when she claimed Archie and Lilibet are Harry's children, but not Meghan's biologically, she knew exactly what she was doing. And she made it very clear, this isn't her just spitballing. She got that info from royal insiders, people who were seriously disturbed by the cover-up. And Tom Bower, he backed her up right there on live broadcast. He confirmed there's actual evidence, documents, sources, proof that Meghan used a surrogate, not once, but twice. And they didn't just hide it from the public. Parts of the royal family itself were allegedly left in the dark. Let that sink in. Even Buckingham Palace didn't know everything. According to Bower, this was all part of Meghan's plan, strategically managed from start to finish. She controlled the media, blacked out hospital details, and made sure no one could trace the truth. It was a calculated PR move to create the image of a perfect royal mother, a family photo wrapped in filters and fantasy. But here's the real kicker. Using a surrogate is not the scandal. Seriously, nobody cares if someone uses a surrogate. Tons of families do. It's common. It's normal. It's beautiful when done openly. The issue here is the lie, the cover-up, the deliberate manipulation. If Meghan had just said, hey, we used a surrogate, the public might have supported her even more. That honesty would have shown strength. But instead, we got vanishing baby bumps, awkward camera moments, disappearing due dates, and vague statements that raise more questions than they answered. In a royal institution built on trust and tradition, deception like that, it's fatal. If those kids were born through a surrogate and it was hidden to protect a brand, we're not talking about privacy anymore. We're talking about betrayal of the public, of the monarchy, of history. And now Harry's got himself backed into a corner, because if he actually follows through with this lawsuit, he could be forced to reveal everything. A court case means discovery, no hiding behind lawyers. They'd have to present birth records, medical files, hospital logs, witnesses, legal documents. And guess what? Courts don't run on just trust us. They want cold, hard proof. If Meghan's carefully edited version of events doesn't match what's on paper, that courtroom turns into the biggest royal scandal since ever. Legal experts are already sounding the alarm. This could backfire in spectacular fashion. Instead of shutting Lady C and Bower up, Harry might end up proving them right, on record, in court. And now, here's what's really suspicious. The royal family? Dead silent. When Harry and Meghan went off on Oprah, accusing the royals of racism and cruelty, Buckingham Palace responded. They always do. Calmly, formally, even when it's awkward. But this time, not a peep. Why? Insiders say this is totally on purpose. The firm is done shielding them. Meghan and Harry aren't working working royals anymore. They've gone rogue, and now they're on their own. No more cover from behind palace walls. And remember, the queen is gone now. She was the one person holding that bridge between tradition and Harry's rebellion. With her out of the picture, there's no longer a reason for the royals to protect him. Sources say some senior royals know the truth about the births, they just stayed quiet out of respect. But now, that silence is cracking, and people are watching closely. And here's something else people aren't talking about enough. Hollywood is getting nervous. Meghan built her American image on empowerment, motherhood, and being real. But now, those pillars are looking shaky. Big media players, Netflix, Spotify, publishers, they're all rethinking things. When Spotify dropped them, people whispered it wasn't just about ratings, it was about credibility. Nobody wants to partner with someone whose whole public brand might be based on smoke and mirrors. Netflix, too, is reportedly reevaluating future deals. Because if this family narrative turns out to be fake, that's not just bad PR, that's fraud, especially if the truth about surrogacy was hidden just to make Meghan look more royal or protect some glamorized family fantasy. That's not privacy, that's deception. And trust me, the public sees it. Support for Harry and Meghan is nosediving, fast. Social media, once flooded with fans defending them, is now filled with skeptics and critics. Even mainstream outlets that once embraced their narrative, The Times, The Telegraph, major US networks, they're now questioning everything. Why won't they speak plainly? Why are the kids completely hidden, when royal children have always been part of heritage and tradition? And the more the Sussexes try to shut people up, the louder the public gets. And if Harry really goes through with this lawsuit, buckle up. It'll be the most revealing, brutal, and public royal trial in modern history. What started as one little TV interview just cracked open a massive secret. And now, no amount of photo ops, motivational speeches, or dramatic voiceovers can stop what's coming. Because once you drag the truth into court, there's no turning back. And if that truth isn't what they've been telling the world all this time, it won't just damage their brand, it could destroy it. And it could destroy